Right, guys, I have got a cracking trailer for us today. Obviously, this is hot topic, fresh news out today. I think a lot of people will know what it is already, but yeah, we very, very, very excited to the point of as soon as we finish this video, I'm going to play this game. So yeah,
there you go.
You said that.
Let's give it a go.
No need to wish list or not now.
Oh, the secret is out. The secret is now out.
Let's go. Yeah. Muchas gracias, amigo.
Come back here, brother. I dare ya.
I won't, but you're already dead.
Night night.
The boy always do
And that trailers are so epic.
For a fast guy, you're pretty slow.
This is like Blizzard's grade. Oh.
Yeah.
I am perfect. Always think it's
Ah, sweet.
This is the new Legend. Looks a little bit like May from Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sounds like a thing.
This whole game looks like
Definitely
Overwatch.
not good. Welcome, ladies. Let's
Yeah,
move.
from the Borderlands style.
This is the least bored I've been all day.
I like that.
Wait,
Thanks.
I like healers.
What is that?
Oh snap!
Okay.
Cause there's only one king. And there's only
That's the big thing to see, isn't it?
Oh man!
I'm so.
Oh shit!
It opens. It looks amazing.
Oh shit! It's out now!
It's out now. It's out now.
Oh! I don't even want to do a video. I'm sorry.
Right, that's it. See you
I
later.
just want to
See you later,
stop
guys.
recording
See you later,
right
guys.
now.
I am so stoked for this.
Oh man!
Okay.
I've intentionally
Guess what?
ignored.
I've got a day off tomorrow.
Look at that.
Guess what? I don't need to sleep every night. I've intentionally ignored all the kind of the trailers and stuff because I half the time you get to the point, don't you, where you sort of know the game before it's even come out.
Yeah.
There's a couple of trailers. I went for this trailer because it hints without giving stuff away, and I kind of want to find stuff out myself.
100%.
It was
So,
dragons.
yeah.
Like where?
There's dragons.
What is?
They're like
it's like
they're like the things out of avatars. You know the.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Do you want to know the best thing about this for me?
Go on.
I didn't even know this existed until when you loaded this video up. I've tried to because I knew you were picking one. I've tried to stay away from any gaming knowledge at all. Any forums, I've just stayed away from the whole lot. So I had no idea that this was out or even coming.
So I'm just looking at some of the stuff here as well because they're going to be bringing out a new map. They're going to be bringing out obviously the new hero, which I think by the looks of things looks like a zone-in kind of champion or legend as they call them.
Yep.
Where you can actually shut down areas of the map and it creates like a force field. And I think it heals people in the force field, I think.
Nice.
So
Does it heal or does it repair shields?
I think it repairs shields. So you can see some interesting plays where you get a lot of people that want to play like supporting, like Overwatch. They want to play Lucio. They want to play, all these supporting roles. Mercy, for instance.
Well, I'd much rather play support.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone that plays
attack.
like an MMO wants to pick a healer.
Any
sometimes.
MMO game I play, I'm a healer.
So, a new character's called Watson, spelled WATTSON.
Bit of Sherlock Holmes going on right there.
Electric Watson.
Oh my
right.
god, yeah, perimeter.
You look at the logical side of it. I think about Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, clearly, zero to do with Sherlock Holmes.
Watson.
But yeah, so
what I had in
bear
my
in
head.
mind that's not a gameplay trailer.
That was really nice though. I liked the art style.
The thing is, with Apex, I don't think you need a gameplay trailer. The gameplay is the gameplay, isn't it?
We know.
The game's out.
We know about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what's interesting is I was reading up today on this. So they're actually rebuilding the game for this patch.
Really?
So this is a completely new build.
Okay.
Have we got a massive update to do?
It's a 20 gig
Yeah,
update.
it's 20 gigs according to the Express.
Yep. So
I guess what we're doing while we're editing, guys.
So let's wrap this video up and get downloaded. No, but it's So they've. I'm not saying they've built it from the ground up, but they've pretty much
put a lot of
started
work
the game
into
again.
it.
But the reason they've done that is what they've said is, and I think this is really good from Respawn. Is Respawn have basically said, we'll build it from the ground up again, or from base code, and rebuild. Because it'd be better than trying to fit the new stuff in with the old stuff and then having to deal with all the bugs.
That is,
makes sense.
I think that is the key to a really good developer as well. Because, like, seriously, how many games have been released and then they've put an update?
To be fair, I mean, since Apex has been released, have you known it to be broken? I haven't.
No,
it's never been broken on my PC.
Not
I've not read anything that
Yep.
I'd say this game's crap or it's so buggy. No, not one thing from about Apex Legends.
I mean, the thing about it is, it opens a massive topic of discussion as well, because, like you say, this is Respawn. This is a really well-known developer that made Titanfall, and obviously they're making the new Star Wars, which some people want, some people don't. But this is a free-to-play game, isn't it? It's just a free-to-play game, and they're doing this.
It's a free-to-play game. Yeah, the quality of this game. You look at, obviously, because if you look at the pay model with Apex, so Fortnite's the obvious kind of comparison between the two. So the two biggest kind of free-to-play shooters. But Fortnite, you can see where the revenue model comes from, because you're buying skins, and all the other stuff. Apex, you can buy the tokens and things, and I guess a few people have, but it doesn't have the pay model that Fortnite has. There's no need to spend.
Precisely.
No, it makes you feel like you. It's kind of old school, isn't it? You got to earn it.
Yeah.
Which is not. Obviously, you don't, and it's not as if you're unlocking new perks. It's all skins,
It's all
isn't
cosmetic.
it? But
It's cosmetic.
you still need to earn those cosmetics. Like you don't
And
have
you
to.
can
You
earn
can
them.
pay for it, but I've always found it more fun to earn. I never pay to win, so.
But this is the.
Personally, I hate it. But when you play Fortnite, I've not played it too much. You feel like unless you put your own money into it, unless you pay it for 24/7, it's not impossible to get to the level required to unlock the skins. Whereas Apex don't feel like that.
See, with Fortnite, I mean, most of the skins you can't earn. You've got to buy them. They're behind an actual paywall, which I don't. A lot of people don't like it, and I actually like it because they're not forcing you to buy it.
No.
The gameplay is exactly the same whether you're in that kind of newbie sort of skin. I don't know what they call it, but the new skin, or whether you're dressed as the Black Knight or all these kind of highly sought after skins. The gameplay is still identical, so I have no issue with this cosmetic thing, and the same with obviously Apex, but you don't feel the urge to buy on Apex, so all this is free.
Yeah.
It makes you think, doesn't it? Why? So, Black Ops 4 is probably the. No, I'll tell you what. Ignore Black Ops 4. PUBG.
Oh, I was about to say.
The only
PUBG.
thing in that game is a battle royale. So same as Apex, same as Fortnite. I'm gonna swear. Why the fuck should we pay for that?
Well,
let's face it, that game is awful.
My point exactly. PUBG. When I first bought PUBG, you'd unlock a crate, and then you get the clothing within the game and stuff. You earn that. There was kind of a progression system back then. Now, or when you compare it to Apex, Apex has a progression system. I think ranked mode is out for it as well. So you can actually level up. You actually get the crates and get cosmetics without paying a penny. Whereas PUBG, you have to buy the game. Whereas Apex, you don't. And also on top of that, for you to unlock the crates within PUBG, you have to buy keys. Now, I know games like Counter-Strike Source have done that, or they do that. That's the way it works. But at the same time, you've still got an element of progression. I do feel that with PUBG, I don't think there is any form of progression, because you want to get something out of the game. Whereas Apex is totally free. And I think you're more inclined to maybe buy the battle passes with Apex, because they give you so much more content and more kind of progression, whereas PUBG just doesn't.
The thing is as well, the game's so smooth, isn't it? I mean, you play PUBG and it's so clunky, it just feels horrible. Even just running from house to house and opening a door, it feels horrible. Whereas Apex, everything about the game is so smooth and spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the one battle royale game that I actually love playing.
Yeah.
The three of us have sunk hours and hours into it. Let's face it.
Yeah.
When do we ever play an FPS like we have Apex?
No.
So we've got it. So in my household, I've got Apex on the PC. I've got Apex on the Xbox One downstairs. And I've got Apex on the PS4.
Yep.
So I've got 3 copies of that game running 3 separate accounts. So if this was a AAA title, which bear in mind, I'm open to it for it to be disputed, but I think it's the quality of a AAA title. Yes, 100%. All right, you can argue that we've only got one map and things, but
but if you think the amount of work they've put into it and it's free, if they were going to charge what a AAA title charges, they would have the money to make it bigger, like a AAA. So I mean, there's 2 ways of looking at
paying 30 quid for Apex?
No, I'd probably pay 30 quid for it.
I'd pay.
Yeah,
I think I'd pay for it.
It's definitely got replayability.
I wouldn't pay 45, 50 quid because it is only one map.
Yeah.
But then
to be honest, there's only one game this year that I want to pay above 50 quid for. I rarely want to pay that amount for a game.
I think, well, in the past,
I'm the type of guy that waits it to go on offer.
X11. How much did you pay for that? Or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's true. But that's VR. That's different.
But
that's an experience.
But
that's not a game.
Changed. Like I can remember when I was young, when I was a wee laddie. I used to buy PC games.
That's 12 minutes ago.
Scottish Sevv coming out here.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's gone Scottish. Yeah, I was Scottish when I was young. No, it's been an evolution. No, I say an evolution. Poor Scots.
Across your whole 12 years of existence.
I was going to say devolution. But
anyway, a devolution. No, I love Scottish people. But when I was young, like generally PC games used to be about 25, 26 quid. I can remember going down to this shop called Special Reserve. Don't know if you guys have heard of it. It was this little shop where I live, and I used to literally spend my pocket money. Go in there, and there was geeks in there behind the counters, and they literally lived and breathed PCs. And you buy a game, and it was 26 quid. Gone are the days now that PC games are that price. I mean, you're looking at 40, 50 quid, and then that is not even the completed thing. It's like, oh, let's release some more updates down the line and charge another 20 quid on top of it.
Here's 60% of a game, but don't worry, in 3 years' time you'll have 70% of the game.
Precisely. It's just
we're okay with that now, aren't we? Whereas
but we shouldn't be. That's the question. We shouldn't be.
Yeah,
okay.
But you can't moan too much. Like, don't get me wrong. I hate like loot boxes and paying for all this extra stuff. Like in my opinion, I'm the same as you guys. You buy a game, you should get the full game. Simple as that. But you can't moan at the companies because they make billions of pounds and dollars because people do it.
Perfect, yeah.
So people can't moan about it too much if they're going to sink their money into it. Of course they're going to keep doing it.
Unfortunately, I think it's the monopoly that we've become accustomed to now. Like the system, I think this is literally another video in itself. This is literally turned into a conversation street into rant street. But
next week we're going to have an hour-long rant.
You can rant for hours about it. I mean, I just think that generally the gaming community has recently been exploited with pay-to-win, free-to-play titles. Apex has done and has got that package absolutely down to a T. And I think there's a lot of games companies should look at Respawn and actually think, well, hang on a minute, the free-to-play model works. It has done for some time with mobile games. It worked. I think for like Angry Birds, people would play like the demo.
For about 10 seconds on a mobile, but carry on.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I just think
Sevv with his daily mentioning of mobile games, by the way.
Sorry.
By the way, guys, it was only a couple of weeks ago where we were all sat here and we were waiting for Sevv to come on, and he goes, "Hold on, I just need to nip out and go catch a Pokemon."
Yeah, but all right, fine. That's another subject for conversation. Future is AR.
We were scheduled to come on, and you were late because you had to run outside and
I'm
go
really
catch
sorry.
a
A raid
Pokemon.
started, and I had to capture this bombs me or something.
I spotted a snuffling bob outside. I had to go and catch it.
Bolmsy, I think it was, some B. I don't know. But anyway, I went and did that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you get my point that I think that it's just really bad. I think the industry at the moment in terms of game. I mean, game's great. We're treated well. in a way.
Yeah,
But
the problem is that when you look at the big developers and the big kind of companies, so EA probably one of the worst ones for it. In all fairness, is pushing their developers to get things released before they're ready. So we've seen it with
Can't see
my
that.
egg has
like
hatched. Sorry,
Battlefield
guys.
3.
You can't see it, but my egg has hatched, and I've got a. Don't worry, ignore me.
Oh God, he's got a snuffly.
No, I've got
right,
something.
Okay.
Snuffly
yeah.
Bob. I don't even know if that's a real fucking
I don't
Pokemon.
know.
I've got Pichu. I've got Pichu.
I know the yellow, the Pikachu. I know one of those, and
Oh dear.
yeah.
I'm glad
But,
you're on the same
All
level
right,
as
we
me.
digress.
I know we digress a long way. And I can't remember. Oh yeah. So EA terrible. They Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. These were all released unfinished.
Yep.
You look at the Battlefront 2. I don't believe was finished. You look at a lot of the games that run under the EA banner. It's not just EA, but a lot of the games under the EA banner. They release and you need hot fixes. We talked about it before, Mass, where you buy a game and then there's a 60 gig
Oh,
Yeah.
download
Yes.
immediately.
it's ridiculous. You
You know,
know,
and going back to how it used to be. I mean, does anyone go out and buy a PC game now? Do you
Does
buy
the PC
my PC doesn't even have a disk drive.
Actually,
No,
that's
I
a
don't.
poll, right? Let us know down in the comments if you have a disk drive. I bet you.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
bet
pretty
you it's
sweet.
not very high.
But the thing is, when I was building my
To be
PC,
fair,
it was
I
going to
haven't.
cost me quite a bit just to stick a disk drive in there. And I've thought about it, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I can't see myself ever going to a shop
so when
and
I built
buying
mine,
a disked PC.
Yeah. When I built mine, I bought a disk drive to put in there, and then got the case, and I was like,
What?
what, right, okay, where does this go? And I'd spent quite a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, I spent a fair amount of money on the case, and I was like, right, I'm not getting rid of the case. I've spent like 200 quid on it.
On the case?
So for the case,
Cases
yeah,
are
yeah.
expensive. Good case.
Yeah, I know. I know they're expensive, but that's
200
really
quid is
expensive for
it must be a
case.
good
It's
case.
not bad. It was 129 quid off. So I'm gonna plug somewhere here. Overclockers, one of the best stores.
Oh,
honestly,
overclockers.
for
Yeah,
buying.
yeah. I love it.
Overclockers is amazing. I absolutely love the place, and you get a little packet of sweets every time you buy something. It's awesome.
Oh right, that's it. I'm
Um,
buying my new. I'm buying my new graphics
yeah.
card for a packet
Honestly.
of Haribos.
It's madness, honestly. So when I ordered when I bought my 980 Ti, got it delivered, and I was like, awesome. But the packet of the little 10 pence packet of Haribo
Was a bit
actually
much.
made me smile. But yeah, so but the point is
Graphics card. Fuck that off. Let's plug the. Let's plug the Haribos.
Haribo,
in.
yeah.
I bet, was that the best bag of Haribo you've ever eaten in your life?
Probably the most expensive
So
packet
happy.
of Haribos.
I was so happy, but yeah. But the whole point is do you know what? Funnily, if you want to kind of turn this back to the Apex video we watched 500 years ago,
Turn
it
back.
doesn't. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be a paid thing to be enjoyable.
No, definitely not.
No.
You know,
no.
and this is the thing. With Apex, I'm never going to be the greatest Apex player. You guys have seen me. I am plain ordinary. I'm actually good. I'm actually decent on the consoles because there's aim assist.
Of course,
PC,
on the
it's
console.
like playing blind.
At least it admits it, I suppose.
Yeah,
But I have no. There's no shit. I can't.
But
hide
isn't
it
that a
once I
good
get
thing?
someone else to
Like
play.
you know that you're perhaps not up there with like the Shrouds and
Yep.
all these people, but
Yep.
you still enjoy
only
the
one.
game. To be fair, there is only one Shroud and one Doctor Disrespect, but the fact that you're still wanting to to turn on the game as well is fantastic, and I think that's the important thing is that the Apex, Respawn have created a game where, okay, fine, it pisses you off a bit, but you just grace the fact they've given away a game for free, essentially.
Do you want to know one of my
Probably-
favourite things about Apex? And this
Go
has
on.
not happened in years.
Go on.
Okay.
One, because, so I get half-hour lunch break, yeah? So I come home for lunch because I work just around the corner. Half hour's not long. Time goes just like that.
Philosophical chat with mass points.
Oh, yeah.
That's, yeah. Cue
Normally-
Story time.
the
Yeah,
music,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, normally Mrs. at home, but one day she wasn't. So I literally turned PC on, kicked it at Apex, and played 2 games in a half hour. And it was the best lunch I've ever had. You can't do that with any other game because
didn't.
one, it takes so fucking long to find a lobby, whereas it don't with
Yeah.
Apex for some reason. And 2, I've never wanted to play a game so much on a lunch break.
Yeah.
Other than Apex, like it's not gone me. Oh, because I know it's quite a quick game. I can quickly jump in and just do a game. Like you can't. Not many games offer that now.
Well, there you go, Respawn. Mass gave up his lunch and meat
Oh, yeah.
sandwiches and
I
his
was
salt and vinegar
starving
crisps
that afternoon.
for Apex Legends.
But it's just like
some
it's
would
just
argue-
easy
some would
to
argue
play.
it's very
It's so
happy.
easy to just switch on,
It,
get in a quick game.
It really is.
And yeah, you can just have a good laugh.
Listen, it's the best in my opinion, and controversial. So a lot of people don't like it. I enjoy Fortnite. I do. It is what it is. I think it's a ridiculous, but
I think by our
a game that
silence.
requires skill. It does require skill.
Oh,
You know, the best
100%.
players out there are very, very highly skilled and pretty much can play anything. Apex, though, for me, is probably the best free-to-play game on the market at the moment.
Yeah.
Easily.
What I am curious though is, as far as Apex goes, bear in mind none of us have played the new character yet, so we've all played it for quite a while. Who is your favourite legend to play currently?
I like Bangalore. Bangalore for me
Okay.
is brilliant simply because when she takes fire, she just gets a massive speed boost, and I think that is brilliant combined with the smoke, because you can fire smoke on the floor, and that is just,
Yep.
yeah.
It's a good get out of
I think so. It helps her push in.
Yep. Mass?
Yeah, I'd agree.
God,
And now
well,
Spar.
That was controversial.
What? Wait a minute.
There-
What
there you-
legends?
there you go, guys.
Literally, I
That's
was
a deep
just
conversation.
like, who? Bangalore. Oh, I'd pick Bangalore. Oh, you fucker.
No, right. No, hang on a minute. Reinhardt. Oh wait, Overwatch. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sparmane sitting
Nice,
there
okay.
thinking, what
Yeah, no,
legends,
I'd
what
agree,
legends?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for me, Pathfinder. You guys.
Oh, you're
might play
always
so-
Pathfinder, aren't you?
Because he runs away like a little
I like
pussy.
But it comes.
I can run away quickly.
The thing is, I would never in a million years pick Pathfinder, but I fucking love it when you pick him because the amount of jams you get us out of is brilliant.
well, it's
And
hard to
when
use
you're
it
not
right
him,
way.
I miss him.
Yeah.
So I love playing Pathfinder when I'm playing with you guys or anybody that I know. I like taking Pathfinder because then you can use the utility as a proper utility.
Yeah.
I don't like playing if I'm playing without with randoms. I don't play with Pathfinder. I tend to
Yeah.
sort of jump between other characters. But Pathfinder for me in a group, best character, and then to follow that up with, what's your favourite gun?
I can't remember what I was. Yeah, no, I know.
The
what it's
wingman.
I knew you wouldn't say.
Don't
Wingman.
say the Mozambique because that's a pile of shit. Although I believe it
Troll
is
gun.
getting buffed in this patch,
It,
It is
yes,
getting buffed.
so
this pack, yeah.
it may actually be everyone's favourite one. I doubt it. It's like a pea shooter, isn't it? It's a bit shit.
Mine's
They've
the.
upped the damage
Is it
out.
the Eva or the Ava?
Oh, the shotgun.
The Evo,
The
yeah.
shotgun.
Automatic shotgun. It's
I,
a good
do,
gun.
I
It's a
love
good
that gun.
didn't
Which is
like
weird
it to
because
begin
I
with.
hate shotguns. Never
You-
use shotguns, but that I don't know why. I just
It reminds
I
me
love
of what's the? Do you remember the automatic shotgun in Battlefield 3?
oh, Spar 12.
See this guy.
No, the DAO, the DAO 12,
DAO
DAO
12.
12 or what it was called.
Dow 12.
Yeah. It reminds me of that.
Because it's literally
but yeah.
just a full-on bang, 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 bang. You don't even need to
Just
pump.
hold it down.
I think that's why I
And
like
there's
it.
no,
Oh, it's great.
yeah, but there's no real muzzle climb.
No,
It's like
not a massive recoil, is it?
Yeah. So yeah, no, for me, do you know what? I've been playing Apex quite a bit on the console, on Xbox. I've fallen in love with the Spitfire.
Oh, the burst.
I just
the
have-
burst one.
No, the full.
Oh yeah.
full-
Sorry, that's the LMG,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it? The Spitfire.
the
That's
LMG.
it. That is good.
Absolutely love that gun. That thing, it short. It feels. I don't know if they have changed it, but it feels better than it did.
I think
Uh,
when
but-
season 1 come out in that patch, they did quite a bit to the guns, as far as I remember reading.
There is a
we
whole.
know
I mean,
a couple of them were just like, yeah.
I've got a
the-
whole load of patch notes in front of me of just change. I mean, I'm not going to read them out because it's just way too many. But they're literally.
Well,
there's like
that's our
changing
point
every
exactly.
single-
So
every
this
single
is
gun.
a free game, and
Precisely.
It's a free game.
Although
like,
I must
the patch
add,
notes are just insane.
I must add one thing that we've not mentioned, and I will mention right now,
Yep.
is the trailer showed the dragons. Right, we saw the
Yeah.
dragon-esque, avatar-y looking things.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to read you something from EA, and apparently it says beasts have overrun the Apex arena and reshaped the map. So basically,
man.
there's a thing called Leviathans, and it mentions something. Disaster has struck Kings Canyon, which is obviously the map, and a repulsor tower has been built to drive away the area's native wildlife, which has collapsed, clearing the way for a stampede of creatures into the arena.
I like this.
What I like as well is it basically just goes on to say images of the disaster have been splashed across hollow screens, and a reporter in the Outlands has failed to comment. So it's been really secretive as to what this means. I mean, could we see people jumping on dragons? That'd be really cool.
Don't get me that
That would
excited.
be so fucking cool.
If I'm let down on this tonight, me and you are having a chat. Don't do that to me, Sev.
Do you know what? I'm looking forward to my 20 gig update.
But the second we hit stop, I'm going straight on Origin and updating it instantly.
So realistically, I suppose one of the questions is there any point in asking if it's on our wish? I mean, we've got the game. You can't
Wait, we got the game. So I'll tell you what. Rather than doing a wish list, should we just give it a price bracket on what we would pay for it?
That's a good point. So how much are we gonna? Should we go Spar? How much do we think we'll pay?
I wouldn't pay for it. It's a free-play game. Keep the model as it is.
Keep
the model as it is.
I knew
we're changing. Respawn and Epic and so are changing the face of game. Keep it free, and sell the skins and stuff for as much money as they want.
Fine.
But yeah.
Go on then, Matt.
Sorry.
Sev?
Oh, okay, fine. I would be willing to pay at least. I think it's worthy of a 30 quid game. I don't think it's worthy of 40 quid because I always justify that with campaign.
As a whole, not
as a whole thing. So 30 quid for the whole thing and expansions.
Yep.
But ultimately, as you were saying, Spar, it is a free-to-play game. Look, developers, if you're watching, follow suit because this is better. This is
It's only because we do a wish list at the end of every video.
This is the ground
we've already
model,
got the game, so we can't put it in our wish list.
Yeah, so come on, player unknown, what are you doing? Sort it out. Do this.
I think even if that was free, I don't think I would play it.
No, just you know what? Stop making that game.
Stop
trying to fix it.
Forget about it. It's crap.
It's gone.
It's old news. It started. Listen, hats off to PUBG. It started off. Actually, no, it didn't start off, but it took
wasn't it?
Battle. Yeah, the mod started it, and then and then PUBG kind of mainstreamed it. But that started off really the battle royale kind of sort of genre.
Yeah. So well done, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon, for making battle royales.
He changed game. Listen, this guy can stand there and go, "I changed the gaming landscape on the planet," because he did.
Everyone's doing it. Battle royales.
There's no disputing it. That guy changed everything.
Fucking Fallout.
Oh, I've tried that. Don't even get me started on that pile of shit. We'll talk about that later. Jesus.
Yeah, that's 3 more videos, that one. So there you go. But there you go, guys. So that is the new Apex Season 2 launch trailer. I am absolutely stoked for it. I'm going to be playing it probably most of the night tonight.
The girlfriend's going to have to sleep outside because I'm staying on.
Hasn't she just moved in with you? It's not a good start.
I think we need to treat the other half happy. I'm sorry, but
we're gonna break in.
Love, I know you've only lived with me for one day, but
can you get outside?
Game has just come out.
So can you just stay outside?
So there you go.
Not downstairs.
Yeah,
outside.
Can you stay
not in a different room? Just
outside.
Go in the garden.
You don't do things by arse, do you? So fuck it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
that was creepy.
It's all good fun. So yeah, Apex Season 2, guys, check it out. It looks awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that ding-a-ling down the bottom, and if you really, really like us, then tune in for the next one. See ya.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg.